Cristiano Ronaldo long-range free kicks goals from impossible distances bullseye fire. When distance meant nothing, 40 yards, sometimes more, the referee places the ball, and players exchange glances. This is not a shooting position, at least, not for normal footballers. The wall barely bothers to line up properly. The goalkeeper gestures casually, expecting a cross. Then Cristiano Ronaldo steps forward. Suddenly, the stadium shifts. Phones rise into the air. Commentators lean closer to their microphones. Defenders turn their heads, not out of fear, but curiosity. Is he really going to shoot from there? He does. The ball rockets off his boot like a missile, rising, dipping, swerving through the air. For a split second, it looks too far, too ambitious, too impossible. Then it drops violently under the crossbar. Silence. Then chaos. This is not luck. This is not recklessness. This is Cristiano Ronaldo from impossible distance, a footballer who looked at range as a challenge, not a limitation. Stay with me, because this article dives deep into the long-range free kicks that made goalkeepers panic, stunned scientists, and cemented Ronaldo's reputation as football's ultimate long-distance marksman. Why long-range free kicks are football's greatest gamble. In modern football, long-range free kicks are considered low-percentage opportunities. Coaches prefer short passes, crosses into the box, set-piece routines. Shooting from far out is often labeled wasteful, selfish, impractical. Yet Cristiano Ronaldo ignored convention. For him, distance wasn't a problem, it was an invitation. Long-range free kicks carry enormous risk. Greater margin for error, more time for goalkeepers to react, lower shooting angle, but they also carry massive reward. Shock value, momentum shift, psychological damage to the opponent. Ronaldo understood this balance better than anyone. The power that changed possibilities. To score from impossible distances, a player needs extraordinary power. Ronaldo had it. From a young age, his physical development was unusual. Explosive leg strength, perfect muscle balance, exceptional core stability. This wasn't accidental. Ronaldo trained obsessively. Weighted leg exercises, plyometric drills, core strengthening. The result was a player capable of generating shot velocity few footballers in history could match. From 35, 40, even 45 yards, Ronaldo could strike the ball with enough force to beat the wall, drop suddenly, leave goalkeepers guessing. Distance simply didn't intimidate him. The technique behind impossible distance goals. Power alone is not enough. What separated Ronaldo was technique. Key elements of his long-range free kick method. Straight run up for maximum force. Locked ankle for clean contact. Strike through the center of the ball. Minimal spin to create unpredictable movement. This allowed the ball to travel faster than expected, dip sharply late, swerve without warning. The further the distance, the more devastating the effect. Goalkeepers couldn't judge whether to step forward, stay rooted, dive early. Most guessed wrong. The Manchester United years, when distance became a weapon. Ronaldo's long-range free kick reputation exploded at Manchester United. Old Trafford witnessed something new. Ronaldo attempting shots others wouldn't dare. Goals flying in from absurd ranges. Crowds holding their breath every time he stood over the ball. Opponents began changing tactics. Walls placed deeper. Goalkeepers positioned awkwardly. Defenders closing space nervously. Yet none of it stopped him. Some of his most famous long-range free kicks came during this period, each one reinforcing the idea that no distance was safe. When goalkeepers made the first mistake against Ronaldo, goalkeepers often made errors before the shot was even taken. Why? Because long-range free kicks mess with expectations. From distance, goalkeepers assume a cross, a pass, a set-piece routine. Ronaldo shattered that assumption. His willingness to shoot forced keepers to stay alert earlier, adjust positioning, second-guess themselves. That hesitation, even half a second, was fatal. Champions League nights and long-range chaos. The UEFA Champions League was Ronaldo's favorite stage. High pressure, elite opponents, global spotlight, perfect conditions for audacious goals. Time and again, Ronaldo punished teams who relaxed outside the box. Long-range rockets, sudden dips, goals that changed entire ties. From group stages to knockouts, distance never stopped him. In fact, the bigger the stage, the bolder the attempt. Real Madrid, turning distance into routine. At Real Madrid, Ronaldo reached another level. Surrounded by elite creators, he received more opportunities in dangerous areas, but he didn't abandon long-range free kicks. Instead, he refined them. Less brute force, more placement, smarter reading of goalkeeper positioning. From impossible distances, he began aiming not just for power, but precision. Walls jumped in fear. Goalkeepers reacted late. The Bernabeu erupted. The psychology of shooting from far out. Long-range free kicks are as much mental as physical. Most players hesitate. What if I miss? What if I waste possession? Ronaldo never asked those questions. His mentality: if I don't shoot, I'll never score. This confidence affected opponents. Defenders panicked. Walls rushed forward. Goalkeepers overcommitted. Belief became his secret weapon. International football, carrying a nation from distance. With Portugal, Ronaldo often lacked the same attacking support he had at club level. So he adapted. From deep positions, he took responsibility. Long-range free kicks. Direct shots from wide angles. Attempts others wouldn't dare. These goals weren't just spectacular, they were necessary. They kept Portugal alive in tournaments. They lifted teammates. They ignited fans. Goals that changed matches instantly. Long-range free kicks do more than score. They silence opposing crowds, shift momentum instantly, break tactical discipline. One shot from distance could undo 70 minutes of defensive planning. Ronaldo mastered that chaos. Why defenders couldn't close him down? You might ask, why didn't defenders simply stop him earlier? Because doing so created other problems. Leave space behind, risk fouls, disrupt defensive shape. Ronaldo exploited hesitation perfectly. Give him space, he shoots. Step out, he draws fouls. Overcommit, he punishes you. The science of power and dip. Scientists later analyzed Ronaldo's long-range strikes. Key findings: extremely high shot velocity, low spin causing unstable airflow, sudden downward movement late in flight. The longer the distance, the harder it became to predict the ball's behavior. Goalkeepers were essentially reacting to controlled chaos. Misses, criticism, and misunderstanding. Not every long-range free kick went in. Critics focused on misses. Wasteful, overconfident, inefficient. But they missed the bigger picture. Even missed shots, forced rebounds, created fear, changed defensive behavior. Ronaldo's attempts altered games even when they failed. Influence on the next generation. After Ronaldo, more players dared to try long-range free kicks. Few succeeded. Why? Because it requires exceptional power, perfect technique, unshakable confidence. Ronaldo made the impossible look repeatable, but it wasn't. Why these goals still go viral today? Years later, fans still replay Ronaldo's long-range free kicks. Because they defy expectations, feel audacious, represent football freedom. In an era of structured play, these moments feel rebellious and beautiful. Distance is a statement. Every long-range free kick sent a message. I don't need to get closer. It was dominance. It was belief. It was intimidation. Ronaldo wasn't just scoring goals, he was reshaping how far was too far. Conclusion: when impossible became routine, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't respect distance. From positions others ignored, he created magic. From impossible ranges, he delivered belief. From sheer audacity, he built legend. These long-range free kicks weren't accidents. They weren't flukes. They were the result of power, obsession, confidence, and courage.